Hello. It's Christmas, you guys. It's Christmas. Beethoven and I are very excited. He's hiding his excitement. I am not hiding mine. Ah! See? Look at all this butter. That's why I wear my Christmas clothes. You guys can't see this shit. Look at that. Look at that. Christmas tights. Christmas tights. And I got Christmas socks on as well. See if I can. Oh, wait a minute. Look at these socks. I usually don't wear like the same kind of shoes because I have so many pairs of Chuck Taylors that I like to mix and match them. So I'm like, haha, you think you're cool, hipster? Not. Yeah, I got like 20 pairs of these bitches. I don't like hipsters very much, you guys. The main reason I don't like hipsters is because, well, they don't really appreciate anything that they gloat about, but it's also because they're just fucking snobby pieces of shit. But, and they drink really shitty beer and gloat about that. But yeah, I don't like hipsters because I get compared to them a lot. Because people just think that I'm a hipster because of my glasses and my out there personality, which is, you know, I'm like, that doesn't mean that I'm a hipster. That just means that I'm like a free thinker, but probably because you hate on everything. That's probably, yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. I do hate on everything. I really do. Like, if a bunch of people are into something, I'm probably not going to be into that same something. I mean, even if that something is really good, I'm probably not going to watch it or listen to it or read it for like a long ass time, you know? Like, I still have not read a single Harry Potter book, not seen any of the movies. I have no desire. And like, you don't have to tell me that I'm missing out. Like, I know that I'm missing out. It seems like it's a really good thing to get into, but that would be really cool if I like lived my entire life and I never had anything whatsoever to do with Harry fucking Potter. Like, that would be really cool, you know? I just want that story. I want that story. Anyway. I get into like my own stuff, you know. I get into my own stuff in my own time, and it like means a lot to me. Like when I get into it, and like I really don't like it how people like they just use information as like a way to like try to hurt other people, you know. It's like Christians do that shit with the Bible. Hipsters do that shit with, you know, some fucking Echo and the Bunnymen album. You know, like, I don't... You're just like all those born-again Christians. Only you're doing it with the Reverberation album. I don't know, man. It's like, it's stupid. It's fucking stupid, you know? Because, like, music is awesome. And if you don't appreciate it just for that, like, if you just are into something just so you can be like, oh, you know, that's what I hear when they talk. I'm with my Chuck Taylors and my PBR tall boy, I make myself up all the goddamn time, you guys. You ain't got shit on me. So a friend of mine just asked me if I wanted to be part of some comedy special in Murfreesboro where I can talk for like 15 minutes. And like I asked him like who was doing it because like there are some people in the scene that don't like me very much. And you know, I'm not gonna drive like 45 minutes out probably to an area that, you know, I know nothing about. Not that, I mean, I'm scared or anything like that. It's just
I mean, I'll have GPS and like I have the proclivity to get lost. Not that that's really a problem, you know, because I have fun getting lost, but you know what I mean. It's just it's inconvenienced out of the way, all that shit. I mean, I can make videos all the time. I make videos in the privacy of my own home, you know, where I can talk for 45 minutes to like 3 hours. Like, why the fuck would I drive all the way out somewhere just so I can offend everybody for 15 minutes, you know? And like, I can't do like a clean show. You know, like there are a lot of comedy shows that are like supposed to be clean. I'm like, fuck that. I want to be as offensive as possible. Once again, I'm going to show you guys this beautiful thing that we created last night. It looks like mud. It does look like mud. I always think like, oh shit, it's not enough butter, but it totally is. It totally is. Yeah, I woke up later than I thought I would. I don't know why the fuck I thought that I'd wake up at like noon, but I woke up at like 4 or 6 to be exact. Just in time for 4:20. Just kidding, I'm not even high yet. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna make some cookies. I'm just gonna make 1 or 2 batches of cookies right now, and then I gotta go. 5 o'clock. Yeah, we gotta leave in about 2 hours to go up to Nashville to the Tin Dog Tavern. Yeah, I still don't know like what I'm going to talk about, you guys. I still don't know. So, like, I have the tendency, you know, especially like before I go to these comedy things, like to just get really nervous. And so, like, when I get really nervous, I just like do nothing but just like listen to OutKast and like just like imagine it in my head. I just like try to envision like all these things that I'm gonna say, but it's like, you know, like if you're a performer of any kind, like you know how hard that is to just get up and go. And so on stage, I mean, like with a mic in front of people. But yeah, I just wish that they do what I wanted them to do, but then I make them do what I want them to do. Like, they're more likely to do what I want them to do right after they don't do what I want them to do. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what's so great about comedy is that, like, you can make fun of the audience for, like, not getting it. You know? You'd be like, oh, you don't like that joke? Well, maybe you're not cultured. You know? That's, like, most of my jokes. But, this is for the cultured ones in the audience. See, it's funny to me because, like, I'm imagining, like, an audience of me's, you know, an audience of people that know exactly what I'm talking about. They know where I'm coming from. They feel the same way about everything, you know, but, like, it's not an audience of me's, though. It's an audience of yous and thems and hims and hers and, you know, it sucks. Why can't it just be me? I love it. A lot of people say that suicide's wrong and abortion's wrong and all this shit because, like, they say, like, oh, you're playing God. Like, what's wrong with that, man? Like, I need a friend that she had something about playing God, which is cool. You know, people get really upset about suicide, but I think it's awesome. Like, I think that more people should do it. Like, I just don't think it's wrong. Like, I don't think, like, it's the worst thing that anybody can do. I definitely don't think that it's, like, the most selfish thing that anybody can do. I feel like for a lot of people, the most selfish thing that anyone can do is just stay alive and be a shit, you know, or have kids. Like, I'm gonna have kids. I'm gonna, like, put more of my spawn out there, you know? It's like having kids is so fucking selfish because it's like you're so great that you just like want to multiply yourself and just prove like how awesome you are. Be like, yeah, this is my kid. It's like you know, like if you got a parent like that like if you didn't do well on a test or if you didn't do well at like a sporting event or some shit, it's like maybe you'll get your ass whooped or maybe you'll get a lecture or maybe you'll just get yelled at for like 3 hours because you disappointed your parents so much. That's fuck the fuck up. Why do these people have kids? Why? Just like I know so many people that are just fucked up because of their parents, and it's like, man, if only, right? But there are like way more people in the world that are like against abortion because there are way more people in the world that are like blindly optimistic about everything, And it's like, don't you wish those people would just get like run over by a car or something, just to kill that optimism? Maybe if they're like in a freak accident or like maybe if their kid got molested or some shit, they wouldn't like be so like all like, happy-go-lucky about the world and like I'm not suggesting that anybody like molest somebody's kid. I'm not saying that. I'm putting that out there that's not one of Amy's suggestions, okay? Amy will suggest suicide before Amy will suggest child molestation. But the reason I talk about child molestation so much is because it's something that happens to a lot of these kids that don't get aborted. So while people might think like, oh, you're doing something so nice, so generous by giving this baby life, just to let you know, like, it's not really that nice and generous considering what ends up happening to it. So, you're so stupid. Like Dexter. I'm trying to encourage like any serial killer out in the vortex, like to just kill off members of the pro-life movement. Do that. It'll be like ironic for them because right before you kill them, you're gonna say some shit like, "Aren't you glad my mom chose life?" Don't kill him though. Just scare him. Scare him a lot. Just like put him in some real like hostile like scenario where they just like see a bunch of like tools, like torture tools. You're not gonna do anything. You're not. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in torture at all. But just put him in that room. And then you can take them back. But it's like you want them to live so that they can tell of their experience and they can be like, yeah, like I was kidnapped by the pro-life Dexter. Yeah, your stuff is really offensive. Like super duper. It's the super duper stupor. No, but seriously, it is very offensive. It's because it's true, man. Like, they want to, like, dictate, like, what we do with our bodies and shit. It's fucking bullshit. And I'm not even, like, not from the whole, like, oh, these are my rights. Like, I'm a woman. Like, I need this right. It is that. It's totally that, too. But I'm thinking a lot more about the child that's going to be brought to the world and not get taken care of. I'm thinking about that more than I'm thinking of, like, well, it's my right, Like, yeah, it totally is, though. That's why, like, I'm trying to, like, just figure out, like, a way to do, like, a homemade abortion, so that not only, like, can the government not take that right away from us, but if we do it ourselves, like, we don't have to go to the doctor. We don't have to spend all that fucking money. Like, for me, if I really want an abortion, I'll have to drive out to fucking Georgia to get one because, like, Tennessee, it's, like, ridiculously expensive to get one out here. And, like, you have to go through, like, all this shit. Like, it's a very long, arduous process just to abort a baby in Tennessee. It's ridiculous. So it's weird that you have to drive to Georgia, though, because Georgia's really conservative, too. Like, in certain ways, Georgia's more conservative than Tennessee is. It's weird. The South is so strange. By strange, I mean stupid. But, yeah, it's funny. I'm hilarious. This bowl? I think you should do a bigger bowl, right?
I like this ball. It's the blue ball. Blue ball. Oh, blue balls. Too closely related to blue balls. Blue balls. Blue ball. I can't talk.
Yes, they all have stupid shit, you guys. Like, you don't have to like it. You don't have to, like, think it's cool or anything. Ooh, spinach! I discovered, like, the healthiest thing. This is the healthiest thing in my work, by the way. Roasted pecans. Like, this is... Actually, it's not vegan. I just realized that this is not vegan because it contains milk. That's crazy. This shit contains milk? What the fuck? Yeah. That's why being a vegan is, like, so hard. Because, like, you have to, like, check everything. Like, being a vegan, it seems like if you have some sort of peanut allergy, you're, like, you know, like, you have to, like, make sure that, like, nothing contains anything that could possibly have, like, an animal product, you know. I mean, I get it. I get, like, the fervor. I get the dedication. It's, like, such an intense thing to be dedicated to. And, like, I mean, that's cool, but these nuts are so good. Oh, my God. Vegans are totally missing out on these pecans. All because there might be a small trace of milk. Speaking of not vegan, I'm about to make these non-vegan cookies with eggs. Eggs! Here's the thing, these baby chickens have already been aborted. I find that ironic, maybe not ironic, that's not the right word, but kind of silly that, like, there are so many people that are against abortion, but they eat eggs. That's weird. You know? Like, I just want to ask, like, all the pro-lifers about that. I'm like, so, I bet you had some, eggs Benedict or whatever. What is that? Does anybody know in the vortex what eggs Benedict is? Ah, fuck. Well, maybe you won't have these eggs because you can't fucking open them.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Open the eggs.
Let's see here. Busted. Like, that's crazy. Like, this was a chicken. At one point, like, this was going to be a chicken. And, like, now. I was, like, just thinking about it. Like, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I feel like I'm in, like, the beginning of beginning stages, you know? Where I'm just like, like, I'm wavering here, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to go this particular route eventually. But it takes a lot of, you know, thinking about it before it happens. You know? Like, it took me 10 years to quit smoking. So. You see, this is fucked up the way you're playing with that egg. It is. See, you gotta laugh about it, though. Like, people are way too hardcore about stuff. You know, and I get it, like, you're passionate, but, like, if you can't laugh about it, you're really, like, just hurting yourself. Like, if you choose if you choose to get upset and butthurt and cry, I mean, it's okay if you cry because it means you're, like, passionate, emotional and shit, but, like, if you can't laugh, if you've gotten yourself to a point where you can't laugh about something that's absurd, you're just basically fucked. All right. Okay. Basically fucked.